Teaching the fact family lessons were a really eye-opening experience. It was funny because after the first day, I looked at a lot of the post-assessments for my students and realized that several of them didn't understand the concept quite yet. Like I had one student, this was my assessment for the first day. He had more than 3 numbers. Got They all made sense except the last subtraction sentences says 1 minus 2 equals 1, so I don't know what he was thinking there. But he wasn't using the same numbers. He was just writing random facts down. And the same for this student, where she used different numbers. And then again, some of them haven't perfected subtraction yet. So I think I really took it for granted. I thought that students would know subtraction better by now, but next time when I'm planning the lesson, I'll keep that in mind to really keep the lesson simpler, maybe not have students moving around so much, even though that's a great learning strategy. Maybe I would use more manipulatives and math blocks and small objects that students can count, which is still engaging, but yeah, maybe that would have been more effective. And then I think when I went back and re-planned my lesson for the next day, I went a little overboard. I was really trying to, I think I overthought it, but I made this worksheet. I found a math book, like a addition fact book from the library at McKeldin, and they had these cool story sentences. So it had been a wonderful mouse wedding. Miss Mouse and Mr. Mouse were married, and 2 happy little mice. And they actually had the addition sentence in there. So I thought it would be really cool to break apart these sentences and have the students break those apart themselves and realize that this is another context where fact families can be used. But I think it would have been a better activity to do with the class, maybe on a visualizer instead of on a worksheet, because some students were really confused, especially when they had to start off with a subtraction sentence instead of an addition sentence. That confused a lot of them. So just looking at these assessments was really helpful, and I learned a lot just for the future. And reflecting on all of our objectives and trying to figure out where in the lesson, I don't know, that we did all these objectives. It was just really eye-opening. And lastly, watching the videos of me teaching and then going to observe other teachers. We got to observe other teachers at our internship this last week. It was, I realized that I have a lot of areas to improve in for classroom management and just technology-wise. Yeah, but this was a great experience. I loved making this digital evidence project, and I've learned a lot from this class.